Of course, we work with adults, and our representative from that age group is incredible Derek Wood. Derek, come on up, please.
My name is Derek Wood. For most people, introducing yourself is a simple act. But if you stop to think about it, it's a moment that could impact the rest of your life. You could be meeting a new boss, a new friend, or the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. And if you don't stutter, you probably do it without thinking. But if you do stutter, it can be just one of the many daunting situations you face every day. Situations that evoke fear, shame, and self-loathing. I can't speak for all stutterers, so I'm going to tell you my story. Just over 2 years ago, I started a new job. Throughout my life, my stutter has been what I would consider to be moderate. Sure, there were days and weeks when it was really hard, and at other times it was very mild. When I interviewed for that job, it must have been a good day, because no one I met noticed it, and I was hired. At that point, I'd been working in advertising for 15 years, though I'm not as young as I look. In my job, it's absolutely essential to be creative, but something that's nearly as important is the ability to present my work. After I gave my first presentation at this new agency, my boss called me into her office. She told me that I would no longer be presenting to clients and that I had to do something about my speech in order to keep my job. I thought about suing her, but instead I came to the American Institute for Stuttering. I'd been to speech therapists before, but I never had any lasting success with it. Very quickly, I saw that AIS's approach was different. For the first time, a speech therapist looked at me as an entire human being. I wasn't just told to slow down. I wasn't asked to simply repeat words over and over again. Well, sometimes. But still, there was always a point to it. They looked at my entire life. That was really very important, and the impact stuttering had on it. And for the first time, I did the same. The realizations I came to weren't easy to face. As a matter of fact, they're among the most difficult things I've ever dealt with. You see, stuttering didn't just affect the way I speak. It affected how I interacted with people every single day. And more importantly, it affected how I looked at myself. Flawed, fearful, damaged, separate, less important, and less capable. Fortunately, one other description that came to mind was stubborn, and that's proven to be very helpful. Now that these unconscious thoughts had surfaced, I had one goal in mind. I had to destroy them. With Shamini's help, I wrestled with my speech, and I wrestled with these thoughts. It took a while, but I've come out on top. We make an amazing tag team. I bring the muscle. She brings the brains and the beauty. Since walking into AAS a few years ago, I've learned how to manage my lips, tongue, jaw, and these things called my vocal folds, which I didn't know I have, but they're right here. But more importantly, I now know how to manage my fears and my thoughts. Here are a few other things I've learned. AIS has taught me that I am just as good as everyone else. AIS has taught me that I am worthy of professional success and personal joy. AIS has taught me that I am not separate from the world. I am just as much a part of it as anyone else. And finally, AIS has taught me I can achieve anything I set my mind to. My name is Derek Wood. Yes. And the next time you hear me say it, it's going to sound even better. That's due to Shamini, Catherine, and to people like you who support this life-changing foundation. For the first time in my life, I'm truly free, and for that, I'm forever grateful. Thank you so much.